Gentlemen, let's broaden our minds. Lawrence?
But
moving on to TV shows though. All right.
Okay.
So, it's been a couple of weeks. We're kind of still getting our feet back on the ground with the consistent schedule. So we'll just kind of get caught up to where we are watching these shows. So Westworld is up first, and we did put out a previous episode where we talked about the first episode of Westworld.
Yeah.
And our initial thoughts on the show. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I was kind of getting tired around episode 4.
Yeah.
And then when episode 5 picked up, shit started happening. I was like, oh, finally. And then 6, it started more stuff. I can't say it without spoiling it. Yeah, but yeah, more stuff started happening.
I don't want to spoil this show for anyone. Because it's only 10 episodes, right? So
it's only 10 episodes, yeah.
So we got a few more episodes, and I think we should just do like an entire breakdown of the show in like one sitting.
Yeah. So but it's basically man playing God as usual.
Yeah.
It turning.
Dude, but like the show is really, really well done.
It is.
From both a writing standpoint, the visuals are amazing, the ideas that are implemented. Too. Yeah,
the music.
The way that they have with like the little I don't know what you call those the player pianos.
Yeah.
That's really fucking cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
The way that they implement that to like fit the mood of the scene.
Yeah.
But like at first I remember saying, I was like, I don't think that I can connect with anybody on the show, and I still kind of have a hard time with it at some points.
Mm-hmm.
But I do find myself being able to kind of sympathize with the robots.
Oh, with the synthezoids?
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of like what's his face?
Teddy?
No, it was the guy that I forgot his goddamn name. He's the McPoyle on It's Always Sunny.
Oh, the main guy. What's his name? I don't remember the character's name, but the actor's name was like Jimmy something.
Yeah, he's like the only like
not
tourist there that's not fucking
douchey,
crazy, which is funny. Oh, by the way, this is a fun little thing. The guy that's with him,
who's fucking despicable, by the way.
Do you know what role he's in for a future television show?
No.
He's playing Jigsaw in The Punisher.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Yeah, because he's fucking
terrifying.
Crazy. He's crazy. I thought that was cool. I know. I went off a little bit, but I don't know. I had to share that with you. I think that's fucking awesome. I can't wait even more because Jigsaw is one of my favorite Punisher villains. But anyways, I like him. I like him a lot. What the hell? Anthony Hopkins is so good in this damn show.
He really is. Like, he steals every scene that he's in because he's fucking Anthony Hopkins, you know?
Yeah.
He's probably one of, like, the best actors alive right now.
Yeah. He's Shakespearean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, that scene where he's sitting down with the one lady from, like, the board,
mm-hmm.
and they're in the restaurant, and he just stops everyone dead in their tracks, and he's just like... And she finally starts to get it.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh shit, he knows like who I am and like everything about me, and he's just like, yeah, I know who you are and everything about you.
It's so good, man. It really, really is.
Like, don't forget, in this fucking place, I'm God. So
it's such a like you said, the visuals are great, the writing is great, and it's just it's a show that challenges its audience.
Yeah, it really
you know what I mean?
does.
It doesn't spell everything out for you, too, which I really enjoy.
Because I'm still so fucking lost as to where this show is going. And
Me too.
We're like 6 episodes in.
I hope it pays off, because he had Ed Harris as the Man in Black. Holy shit. Every time he's on the screen, I'm like, this is great. Yeah. He's fucking great. It's like a long Red Dead mission.
Pretty much. It's just like... I'm like just waiting for shit to really like fucking jump off. So like that's not to say that like the show isn't good getting to that point, because it's fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
I would say it's probably one of the best shows on TV right now.
Yeah.
Like,
would you say it's for everybody or no?
No.
Okay.
I would not say that it's for everyone. Honestly, like, remember when we were talking about the first episode and we were saying, like, whether or not we thought, because a lot of people were trying to speculate as to whether or not this show would be, like, the next Game of Thrones. It's not.
It's its own thing.
Yeah, it's not going to be the next Game of Thrones. Like, it's not going to be a ratings giant like Game of Thrones. It's going to have a decent following, but it's going to be one of those shows that's underappreciated now while it's on the air, and then people will start getting into it more and more, like, when it's... Not necessarily when it's canceled.
I hope it's not... I hope, like, when you said that...
I wasn't going to say when it's canceled. I was going to say, like, when people can start, like, kind of streaming it and whatnot.
All in one shot.
Yeah, that'll be the point where people really get into it.
What scares me is when you said that, I was like, oh my god, at least finish properly. Like, I think this is going to go for, like, 3 seasons.
Yeah. Honestly, I want this show to be like Breaking Bad.
Like 5 seasons?
No, I was not like...
Oh, like, it has a beginning, middle, and end?
Like, it knows exactly where it's going before it gets there.
I think that's what it's doing.
It ends at a point, and they're like, okay, that's it, no more. We don't need any more, the story's been told.
Kind of like, do you think Game of Thrones had a plan from the beginning?
No.
No?
I think Game of Thrones had, like, you know, they had their source material, they knew they kind of wanted to stick to it, but when they got to the point where they're like, fuck, we put out too much shit, and now we're, like, ahead of the books... Now they have their own game plan.
I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
I'm super excited for that. But
as far as Westworld is concerned, I'm really hoping that it's going to be more like a Breaking Bad, where it's concise, it knows what it wants to be, you know, gets in and out, and just tells the story that needs to be told.
You know what, man? I wish I could write or direct for television, because I don't know if you know this. I don't know, like, the correct way of saying this, but... You know, when you direct the first episode of a television show, you know you get, like, royalty checks for every episode that comes out?
No,
you didn't know that? Look it up, I swear to God. It's great. Like, Jonathan Nolan is going to get checks for every goddamn episode that comes out.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I think that's right. Don't quote me on it, but I think that's how it works. I don't know why I'm mentioning that, but I just...
It's a pretty awesome, like, you know, little thing to think about, though.
Yeah.
But, like,
it's fun.
I think this is probably one of the best written shows on TV since Breaking Bad.
I like that. Around episode 4, I was kind of getting tired of it. I was like, all right, something needs to happen. And then finally something did, you know, it did happen. I was like, okay, cool. This is all build up.
You know, the synthezoids are starting to, you know, gain a bit more.
You're on 5, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're starting to gain a bit more sentience, and like they know what's going on. But
they really get to know after a while.
It's fucking nuts.
It's actually terrifying too when it
actually
gets to that breaking point.
So then it's probably gonna happen the next episode I watch then.
Yeah, we'll just say yeah.
All right, so moving on to The Flash, which I'm super excited about, but we're kind of at a bit of a down point on the show.
We're taking a break, right?
Yeah, because the last episode that aired was it Monster?
Yeah.
And that was probably my least favorite episode of this season so far.
Yeah. Okay.
And that was the episode that they figured, we're going to take a 2-week break. No. Don't do that. Don't take a break on the worst episode.
That's the thing I hate about these 23 episode shows.
Yeah, because they just go on for so long, and then they're like, well, we need some time to, like, you know, continue producing episodes. No, produce the episodes. Doesn't matter how long it takes in between. We'll wait, because the show is good. And then put the show out every fucking week.
That's why I always prefer, like, a nice, like... It's going to sound weird, like a nice, tight 10 episodes. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like a nice,
concise.
Like every episode matters. I'm not gonna lie, for The Flash, not every episode matters.
Yeah, there's definitely filler episodes. Yeah, there's like this one.
It's like I don't know why this is coming in my head, but Naruto. It's like Naruto.
There are filler story arcs on that show.
Yeah, so
it's really annoying, actually.
Yeah,
so at this point,
can I just say I thought the new Harrison Wells was going to be really fucking annoying.
And he was.
Yeah, he is, and luckily there's more to it. He's just an idiot.
Yeah.
I'm like, cool, thank you, God. I thought he was just like a quirky science guy. I'm like,
I
no.
was like, please get him out of here. And I'm really hoping that like he does something so dumb that they kick him out in the next episode. Because I hate him.
I hated him too, but at least they're
having fun with it.
At least it makes not having fun. I think it's annoying. At least it makes sense why he's an idiot.
Yeah,
I guess I'm like, okay.
He's like, no, I'm not the smart guy. My assistant's the smart guy. How about you send your assistant over and we'll send you back?
But he was like a journalist, right?
He's an author, and he's
author. Okay.
He's like writing his memoir, and he wanted to have something like an interesting story to tell. So he's like, oh, here's an interesting story. I traveled to another Earth.
Yeah,
dummy.
I'm tired of like them bringing out like Jesse Quick, and then it's like, all right, see you like 10 episodes. Shit, it's so annoying.
Like they keep introducing really awesome, strong elements of the show, and then they're like, okay, bye. No, like the Flashpoint arc was 1 episode, and then the Jesse Quick thing was 2 episodes, and it's just like we're 5 episodes in on this season, and I feel like we've kind of accomplished nothing.
Yeah. Well, you know what, Xavier?
Besides Flashpoint.
You know what, Xavier? It, like you said, it's 5 episodes of a 23-episode season.
True.
So you still have a lot. Kevin Smith even said, from what he's seen, it's not far from over. There's a lot more stuff that's going to go on. But then again, this is my favorite CW.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like show. What are some positives?
Okay, so as far as positives are concerned, I think that even though I hate the new Harrison Wells, or HR as he prefers to be
called.
Call
me HR.
Yeah. Even though
Human resource.
Even though I can't fucking stand him, I think Tom Cavanaugh is doing a great job, because he's been 4 different versions of the same guy on one show, and he fucking knocks it out of the park every time.
Yeah, he's great.
Even though I hate this version of him.
Mark Hamill's coming back.
Yeah,
did you know that?
Apparently, a lot of people are like, he's gonna be the Joker. Don't do that. Don't do that. As much as I love Mark Hamill doing the voice of the Joker, I don't need to see Mark Hamill in costume as the Joker.
Let him be the trickster. That's close enough.
Yeah. He's basically the Flash's Joker. It's fine.
Was it season 1 where he had the other trickster and he grabbed him and he was like, I am your father. Yeah. That was great. I don't know why.
That was fucking hilarious.
Mark Hamill's always great. I wish he was there for every episode. I don't know. But going back to Flash, I've been thinking a lot lately about the throwaway villains, like villain of the week.
Yeah.
I can't stand that.
That was why my dad never really got into the show. I was like, no, but like the show is good. He's like, yeah, but like it's a different villain every week, and I feel like we're not really getting anywhere. I'm like, yeah, but the story's like it's there.
Yeah,
just watch the show.
The thing is this, and it's really making me scratch my head. Okay, so how many seasons has it been? This is season 3, right? Yeah. It's technically 3 years, right? Within since he's been Flash. Mm-hmm. Do you think by then all the metahumans would have came out? Because I'm getting kind of frustrated with it.
Within a span of 3 years.
Within a span of I understand it was like a whole city thing. I think they all would have came out by now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's getting old.
What did you think of the Mirror Master episode?
I liked his powers.
I thought it was really cool, but I thought that like with him and Top was kind of hokey.
It was a
little silly. Like Top was only there just for Jesse Quick to have something to do.
Yeah, she was just there to
kind of help service the story.
Not to sound sexist, and be like the female versus the female, and
yeah, because it's like Flash won't hit a girl, but Jesse will.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah. Do you think that's kind of silly though, with the whole metahuman thing? Like it's been 3 years.
But still, and like new people are still popping up. It's just like
find something.
Like, okay, here's the thing. Last season with Zoom, he literally brought together, like, all the metas from his Earth.
Yeah.
So it's like, in that time frame, where did they all... I mean, like, there was... I don't know. It just seems like something like that would have happened by now on Earth 1.
Exactly. Like, look, I think that you have enough story. You have... what's her face becoming? Why was I going to say crystal meth? What's her face becoming Killer Frost? You have Cisco
as Vibe.
You have Barry fucking up everything all the time. And it's still funny because I'm like, yeah, Barry, it's all right.
Yeah, and I'm sure Wally's going to get his powers soon, too.
It really pissed me off that in the beginning of Flashpoint, he's like, hey, man, what's up? I'm like, cool, he has it already. He's like, I lost it. I went,
well,
okay.
Fuck. It's like, don't worry, bud, you'll get him back soon.
Yeah. Another thing that really makes me laugh, and I this has been said before about this show, I love whenever Barry has an issue with the villain. Basically, an episode works like this. Pop Song hangs out with Iris.
You're so right.
Pop Song hangs out with Iris.
Shit goes down.
And then, they show, I don't know, a father beating his daughter, and then her eyes start to sparkle, and she hits her, murders her dad, and then her dad's in the hospital. It's like, I can't control it. And
then Barry has to go deal with that. He's like, hey, I was like you too. I couldn't control my powers, but you'll get it. You'll get the hang of it soon.
Smacks Barry, commercial break, and then
Barry goes and hangs out with the group, and he's like, I'm just not getting through to them, man. What's going on? I can't figure it out.
Yeah,
and then they're all contemplating for a bit.
Yeah.
Barry deals with his relationship issues with Iris. Pop Song deals with the fucking villain, and credits.
Well, I was gonna say Barry too. After he gets smacked by the villain, he goes, "Yeah, her vibrating powers. I never encounter anything like that before."
And then some different version of Tom Cavanaugh comes in and is like, Barry, think about it.
Run.
You're fast, so run fast. Right. It really kind of feels like we're shitting on the show,
it's
fucking fantastic.
It's not. It's a fun...
It just has a formula.
This is you know how everybody has I don't want to call this a guilty pleasure because it's not a guilty pleasure, I'd say.
It's definitely the best superhero show in a long time.
You got
TV.
TV, yeah. I was like,
not
I was
saying
about to go
better than the Marvel.
I was about to go
shows.
Daredevil.
On television.
Yeah. But so the Flash is great. But, all right, let's carry on with Atlanta now, because
let's get into that because we'll probably talk about it for a bit since we've finished it.
Yeah, can I just say something about Atlanta?
Yeah.
I think Atlanta is one of the most important television shows out right now.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think that's
surprising. Not necessarily surprising. I agree with you, but I didn't think that anybody else saw it that way. I don't know anybody else that's watching the show.
I think
which is a damn shame.
Yeah, I think it's one of the most important shows out right now. Because correct me if I'm wrong, there's not a lot of main black cast actors in a television show, right?
Not really. The only other show,
not a show like this. The
only other main series black television show is probably Blackish, which is
that's a sitcom, right?
Yeah,
yeah, and Housewives of Atlanta.
Yeah, that's a fucking scripted reality show.
It's still a show.
Yeah,
I'm kidding.
But
that was a joke.
But Atlanta's it's very different from anything else that's on television right now.
The reason why I say it's important because I think it touches on issues that are important in today's society. Not to sound like a sociology paper, but I think that's.
This show really is kind of a bit of a social experiment.
Yeah, it's the one episode. I think it was episode. Oh, by the way, there's gonna be spoilers for this
definitely.
whole show. What the fuck? Ban.
Yeah,
that was
Black Access Network.
I laughed my ass off at the one guy who's like, I'm a white man. I laughed.
He's I know I may look like a young black kid, but in my heart, I'm a 35-year-old white man.
Where did he work again? I forgot. He had a job too. And then it cut to the mom, and she was like, "He doesn't have a job."
I don't even remember.
The reason
it's a really boring, bland job.
It made me laugh because there are people like that.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people kind of see me that way.
Yeah, I mean, it's would you consider it a dramedy, or would you consider it a comedy first mixed with drama?
I think it's really hard to categorize, because like when I first started watching it and I was telling you about it, I categorized it as like a black comedy. Not just like a black comedy because it's black people, but like literally like a black comedy, like, you know,
it's dark,
fucking dark it can get at times.
Yeah.
And like, it's really funny, but there are also those really serious moments. So I guess it is a bit of a dramedy.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you can really categorize it as a comedy first.
It's
really hard to say.
It's not like laugh out loud.
Yeah, it's just like you laugh because you can relate to those situations, and it's like they're making light of a situation that the average normal person kind of goes through.
Exactly. Like the two scenes that pop up in my head. The one where his I guess I don't want to call her his girlfriend, but
his baby mama.
Yeah. When she I was laughing because she had to get his daughter's diapers and trying to get the pee out of it. She was getting a drug test. I was like, oh my god. And then she had like the balloon filled with piss, and she walks in the bathroom and it pops, and she goes, "Fuck!" Like, I just started dying. I laughed, but I felt bad. And then
she just like gives up, and she goes and talks to her fucking boss, and she's like, "I smoked weed," and she's like, "Oh, that's okay, but I have to fire you now."
It's like, yeah, we just do that to keep people on their toes.
Yeah.
And then the other scene with the scene you love, the bus scene with eat the sandwich.
Because how many times have you been in that situation where it's just like, I don't want to deal with this person, but like I can't go anywhere right now? So
all the time.
Especially because we work in fucking retail, so like
people are fucking weird.
Yeah.
People are and the one episode with I don't remember the episode name, but the one that had the YouTube review channel.
Oh, right.
The one who kept saying the N-word.
Yeah. That was...
And they didn't know what he was. Like, is he like Dominican? I don't know, man.
That was great.
There's always that one guy.
No, one of my favorite episodes, and I think this is probably like my actual favorite, beside... Like, I don't count the finale as my favorite, like... Because I feel like the finale is like a completely different animal. But my favorite episode is probably the club.
That was a good one.
Because, like, that's what it's like being in a club. It's just like, you're in this social setting, and you all know why you're there, but, like, nobody really wants to talk about it. So we just kind of go there with these expectations, and you just kind of deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I don't want to be here as much as you don't want to be here, but we're both here together, so we might as well try and enjoy this shit. But, like, we're both fucking awkward, and, like, fuck, dude.
I like the one line he had where he said, "I hate the club. I think it's a waste of money." Just like I forgot what the fuck he said, but it was funny. It was like, basically just throw your money away. And
that was great though.
Yeah.
How fucking shady that one guy was.
Yeah, that was where Paperboy was trying to outclass
that other rapper. Yeah.
It wasn't a rapper.
The singer.
It wasn't a singer.
Which one?
That was a sports player. Oh. When they were in the club. You're thinking of the basketball game.
No, yeah, that's...
But the black Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty damn funny, too.
Yeah, no, it was another rapper that he was trying to outclass, because he was in like the VIP, like...
No, yeah, Xavier, that was a football guy, I think.
He was a football player?
Yeah, because I read the...
I thought he was... Oh, okay.
Yeah, I read the... because I thought it was a rapper, too, and then for some reason I just read the story, and it was like, oh, the NFL... Oh, okay, I didn't realize it.
He had a fucking peacock.
That was fun. I like when he bought out the whole bar.
Yeah, they're like, well, there's no alcohol, so I guess we're done here.
That's good for the bar.
Yeah, no, it's great for the bar.
I was like,
it sucks for the customers, because it's like, he's like, if anybody wants to drink alcohol, you gotta go to him, and he's leaving now, so I guess, shit, dude. He just like takes off his headset and leaves.
My favorite character is Darius.
Oh, yeah, Darius is fucking cool.
And there's
great.
There's one scene that made me go, yeah, it's my favorite character. The gun range scene.
Yeah.
That was so funny.
Because you hate dogs.
I mean, I wouldn't want to shoot a dog, but I
you can sympathize with him, or empathize with him on a level.
But it had... Look, I'm not saying you should shoot a dog.
That's the
please
whole point
don't
of
shoot
that
a dog.
Yeah, that's the whole point of that scene.
You
to make people feel uncomfortable.
You shouldn't shoot a human either. But
like,
it made you
range,
think.
yeah.
It made you think. It made me laugh because he was shooting at the dog. What did they shoot at? Poster?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he was shooting at the dog poster at the gun range. And these, I'll just call them rednecks. These rednecks come up to him and go, "Why are you shooting? I'm not going to let you shoot."
You can't do that.
Then he was like, "Why are you shooting a human?" I went, "Yeah, that makes sense." I was like, "Why are you?"
Yeah. And then that one.
And then the
Middle Eastern dude comes in. And he's just
like, "Blood will be spilled." And then he was like, "I didn't say all that, but all right." that had me on the floor. Yeah, that was a really, really good scene. Because, like, in my opinion, I don't. You can't really justify shooting either.
Yeah. There's a lot of social issues that, like, this show touches on that, like, most TV shows wouldn't touch with a fucking 10-foot pole.
Oh my god, the one cereal commercial when the dog is supposed to be an African American.
Yeah.
And the fucking cop is beating the oh my god. I didn't know whether to laugh or feel, because it was just funny. Like, it was. Remember, he just wants a cereal, and the kids are like, he can have some.
They're like, no, this is how it works now.
Do you know there's a shirt? I went on there's a website called TeePublic. Mm-hmm. That's where I get all my shirts from. There's a shirt with the character, and he's getting, it's funny. And it has one of my favorite things.
One guy with the was it like a Dodge Charger or some shit?
That was funny. What the fuck? His wife left him and everything. So.
And he's fucking crazy now. Like, you think that everybody's looking at him because he's so cool and they all have, like, respect for him. And then you find out he's fucking nuts.
Yeah. He was in his underwear and everything.
He didn't even have underwear on.
Was he naked?
No, he had a shirt on, but that was it.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, he runs out of the car to, like, fill up his gas tank, and you realize he's not wearing pants.
Another great thing, Xavier, was, oh my god. They have this shirt, too. I was thinking of getting it. The Arizona commercial.
Oh, where they finally see that it's $1.29.
Yeah, but the price is on the can. They have a shirt that says Arizona, and it says, "But the price is on the can." It's so good. It's so good. Now you're probably like listening, not laughing, because you need to watch the fucking show.
Yeah.
It's a great show. If you haven't seen
the show, you're definitely doing yourself a fucking disservice.
So if I had
it's fantastic.
If I had to rate, let's say top 3. It would be Juneteenth, Ban, and The Club.
Okay. For me, I would say above all of them, the finale is probably my favorite, but only because it's like, I think it's the most well-told story of the entire series. So that's why I don't count it with, like, my favorites, because I don't think that's fair.
Okay.
So for me, my top 3 would probably be The Club, then Ban, and then Juneteenth.
Oh, so we pretty much have the same.
Yeah, just because
they're all good. Ban was great.
Yeah, I really like when I saw that episode. I was like, "This is basically a black version of the interdimensional cable from Rick and Morty."
Technically, it is. Yeah, I mean, it's a bit more. I mean, they both have messages, right?
Yeah.
In a weird way. I just love the. Oh, what the fuck happened when he was arguing with the?
Whether he was on like that talk show.
Yeah. Well, they were arguing over like a Bruce Jenner's situation, right? Yeah. When I just loved the way it ended. She was like, "Yep, you're right."
Because she was fighting him the whole time.
Yeah, and then the host was like trying to like amp him up. He was like, "So that doesn't bother you that this is happening and this is happening."
That was great though, where she was analyzing his lyrics and she's like, "I think that you might be gay." He's like, "What? No, I'm not."
That happens all the time. It happened with Eminem, right? Yeah. It's just a great show. You should definitely
really fucking great. Like,
I hope it. I think it got renewed for season 2.
Yeah, it got renewed before even like episode 3 aired or something like that.
That's good. It's 12. How many? 11, 12.
And it's 10 episodes.
Okay, it was 10.
Mm-hmm.
Because I zipped through it.
Yeah.
In like 2 days. I did 5 and 5. Yeah. So definitely check out the show. I can't wait for season 2. Yeah. I might just wait till it's all done again and then just zip past it, or I might. You know what? Fuck it. I might watch it weekly.
Week to week.
Yeah, but, just like I do with Ash vs. Evil Dead.
The last thing that I do kind of want to say about the show, though, I feel like they kind of lost a little bit of focus as far as like him being his cousin's manager, because like that was like the whole basis of the show from the beginning, and they kind of just ignored it after a while. Like, they would bring it up here and there, and at the end, they finally got paid a little bit. But, like, I thought that would be, like, the premise of the show, and it would kind of have a payoff. And
so you're saying you would...
kind of didn't?
You're saying you kind of wanted to see the ins and outs of him trying to manage...
I don't know. I kind of feel like we're still in the same place we started at the beginning of the show.
Well, I agree. I agree. I think they should have, shown a bit more of him managing. But I did enjoy too that it was just random days.
Yeah.
You know what I did enjoy that.
I like that aspect of the show. Yeah. Absolutely.
Going back to what you were saying about them not being, them being in the same place. He got paid the last episode, I think, right? And he was kind of looking at the money. So maybe in the next season they'll be in a different place.
So what did you get from like the end of the show though? Because I realized I was like, holy shit! Like we knew that from the beginning, but like he lives in a storage unit.
Yeah, they didn't mention that until the finale. That really hit nuts. You, yeah. Yeah. I think that he's gonna be in a different place. Obviously a different place to live in, but I think he's gonna be in a better state. I think that what they might explore in the next season is maybe his cousin dealing with being a bit more famous, maybe.
Could be.
Who knows? I would rather just random episodes again.
Yeah.
Of them just living their daily lives.
That's what I liked about this show, though. That it was a lot like it reminded me a lot of Rick and Morty.
It was weird. It was a weird show, but
you don't have to watch them in any specific order. You can just kind of jump in whenever, and like you still enjoy the show for what it is at any given point.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was like I said. I think it's one of the most important shows out right now, simply because of the messages they're trying to sell, and not sell, but it's the messages get across. And I think it's not important, most relevant.
Yeah,
that's what I mean. Yeah, I think it's the most relevant show out right now.
As far as ratings, I would give the show, or at least season 1 as a whole, probably like, I want to say like an 8.5, but I want to give it more than that. But there are a couple issues that we did talk about. So I feel like 8.5 sounds good, but I really want to give it more than that. So like this is going to be the first time where I ever do like an 8.75.
I'm gonna
feel like the schmoes.
They don't do that anymore. You know that, right? No, they do 0 to 100.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. By the way, if you're listening to this, Christian, I love you. And you too, Mark Ellis.
I was gonna say, I think Mark's my favorite.
I love both. But anyways, if I had to give the show a rating, I would give it because I really enjoyed it, 9. A 9. Yeah. Mine, because the whole managing thing kind of blurred it a tiny bit, but it doesn't bother me that much.
It bothers me just a little bit more because, like I said,
you wanted to see his journey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
because
like I said,
it was kind of weird.
It's an experiment.
But then again, like you do kind of. Not saying you're wrong, but you do kind of get the manager vibe. Like in the club, he's trying to get the money for his cousin and all that,
But I just kind of wanted there to be more of an actual arc to it.
Remember when Paperboy walked into remember he beat the shit out of the guy? He just beat the shit out of him, and he was like, that guy's going to be a star. I like all the actors, too.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
What's his name? Darius is going to be on something else that I saw recently.
Black Panther?
Is he?
No, I made that up because I wouldn't be surprised if they get him.